installing a fuel primer on an STX 900. Now, I know a lot of guys like to take their chokes off and all that kind of stuff. I don't take my chokes off. This is the second one I've done on a Kawasaki. I have another video on YouTube for an STX 1100, and it's the different hull design, so I decided to go ahead and do another video on this one. On the 1100, it's more square on the top here, and I'm able to drill a hole straight down. On this one, it's very narrow at the top, and it's hard to get center, so you have to actually cheat a little and go down a little bit lower so that it shoots out at the deal. So what I did is take the airbox off, okay, take the screen off, and what you want to do is look at where the carburetors actually are. And the center carburetor is even with the screw that goes right here, okay? So what I did was I used the center screw as a centering point, and then I take this here and I slide it back, okay, and I level it out, and I look at where the center of the carburetor is and where it lines up on the airbox, and I tried to go just slightly lower because when I go in at an angle, it's actually going to come out more to a center point. So that's how I've machined it in, and then it just squirts into the center fuel. And then I chose a point for my fuel primer. I just put it inside of here, and it's right there. You can just pull, pump it, that way it's hidden and put away. And you can gain access to it right underneath here to tighten the screws. Now the hoses, I'm not going to drill any holes in the hull. I'm literally going to run the hoses up front right here, and there's an air vent right here, and you can just run your two hoses down that air vent and then right to your fuel lines, and you still have, you know, plenty of airflow in there, and your hose can go in there, and then you don't have to drill any new holes in there. So that's how I'm doing it. Pretty simple. Some of you guys that are questioning, well, wait, you're only shooting fuel into one carburetor. So let's think about this. When you're first trying to start your carburetor, your jet ski, you're having a hard time starting it anyway, which means you're not getting fuel to all the carburetors, and you're turning it over and over, and you're pumping in the gas, and you're trying to get it. And the first carburetor that gets gas is usually the front one. So I mean, you're never going to get exact amount of gas in each carburetor when you start it anyway. I've had good luck with just putting fuel in the center carburetor. It gets enough spark just to fire it up, and then it starts siphoning fuel. I've never had any issues with it causing any engine damage or anything like that. I've had my STX 1100 for over 5 years now, and you know, it still runs absolutely great. And we use the jet skis all summer long, every year. We're out on the lake. We live pretty close to the river, so we use the fuel pump just about every morning to fire it up. And like I said, it doesn't cause any problems. So that's what I do. Just one line right into the center carburetor. You can probably pick any one you want, but that's the one I use as a center one. That's the one I've had the best luck with. So since I did it out in the center the first time I did it and I never had any problems, I've just stuck with the center carburetor. So anyway, I haven't noticed any fouling of that plug from primering just that plug or anything like that. It always works great. So anyway, just an idea for you guys. I had to trim the brass fitting down to make it shorter so I could fit it in that tight area there, but it does fit. Let's see here, get it on. You can see that you can just push that down underneath, and there you go, it's under. So no issues. And if you wanted, you can get an angle fitting to fit there, and then it would angle down, and that would give you even more room. But anyway, hope that helps you guys out. This is a STX 900. It's a 1997 model. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, I used to have this exact same ski in the 750 model, which I did a full rebuild on, and I sold it last winter. My wife really liked that ski, so I just told her we'd try to find her the same ski with a 900 motor in it, because I wanted to give her more power so she could keep up with me on the 1100, because I was always waiting for her to catch up, because the 750s are pretty slow. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting this thing out on the water. Just picked it up as a non-running ski for $1,000, hoping that it wasn't going to need anything major, and it actually had water in the engine, and I'm not sure why yet. Got it running, ran it on the hose, and it runs great, so I'm guessing they sunk it. But at this point, like I said, it's running. I can't find any flaws or holes in the hull, so maybe it's got a leaking rear shaft seal. I don't know. We'll get it in the water and find out. But anyway, thanks for watching my video.